I've came up with tarot's rules. Rule number 1, never read tarot alone. Rule number 2, do not read tarot in a mental hospital. Rule number 3, always say goodbye. I will be doing tarot cards for the zodiac Capricorn. I'm going to do a spread of 13 cards and 12 cards. 12 cards are representative of the zodiac, and the 13th card is the overall meaning of the 12 cards. During the month of September, Capricorn, you are going to reconnect with a friend, an extraction, or a family member after years. Okay. Justice in your first house. That's your parents. Your parents can be leading somebody to a better life. A friend, an extraction, or a family member. Capricorns have an energy of willfulness and determination. You focus on the loftiest of goals. You're the ones that help others get a set on their outcome and reach the finish line. Eight of Cups in reverse. Great joy, happiness, feasting. In the month of September, you will be addressing a problem with someone, and this relationship extraction is going to bring you both great joy, happiness, and feasting. Capricorns are also down to earth. They're driven and persistent. 9 of Cups in reverse. It says and talks about truth, loyalty, liberty. But it can also mean imperfections, mistakes, etc. This is in your seventh house, relationships. In the month of September, I do feel like if there was a mistake or a problem in a relationship, it's going to be fixed. You are going to be persistent and driven, and allow this person in your life to set their mind on their goal, and you're going to play a big important role on this person's goals and where they're going to next. Four of Cups in your eighth house. Eighth house is an extra version of the zodiac Scorpio. This can be wariness, disgust, aversion, imaginary vexations, as if the wine of this world had caused satiety only. But it can also mean blended pleasure. Ace of Cups in your sign, the 10th house, Capricorn. It says that you have a house of a true heart. There's joy, there's content, there's nourishment, there's abundance, there's fertility. A holy table is going to be prepared for you for your work. Capricorn, September is looking good for you. I hope I get a reading like this. I'm like, seriously, wow. You do have 2 cards in reverse too. Oh, 3 that I want to talk about. The 9 of Swords in reverse. Upright, the 9 of Swords is about anxieties. But when it's in reverse, it can indicate death, failure, miscarriages. That's upright. But when it's in reverse, reverse, it can indicate imprisonment, doubt, suspicions, fear, and shame. That came in your sixth house. Health, Capricorns tend to be focused on the loftiest of goals. Don't get too caught up in your goals that you forget that you are working towards your goals. The world in reverse is inertia, fixity, stagnation, and permanence. Your humanitarian deeds are permanent. The moon in reverse, instability, silence, lesser degrees of deception and error. Things have improved since last month and the month before that. These past few months, I see. You've been quite through a bit with your relationships, but the month of September is to understand the only way to fix a problem is to address it. The only real valuable thing is intuition. Disciplined. King of spirals. This artwork on this card, it gives me a woman walking into a room with a coat. Does she wear the coat for the whole experience, or does she take off the coat when she entered the room? What is she going to do? Or is she going to leave the coat on and stay in that cycle forever? That deterioration of the only thing I have is this blanket and I'm going to wear it on my shoulders. Or do you want to take the risk and let us see what's underneath of the blanket? And that can be a misconception and be thought of a radical thing to say, but it's an image that I'm talking about. And it doesn't necessarily have to be those particular objects either today. King of Spirals is about what risk is it's finally time to take. Is it's finally time to take? For me, the risk that it is finally time for me to take is mobility. Yeah, that's a risk for me. And online, there are things you can look up for yourself too to see what risk is it's finally time for you to take, Capricorn. How would you describe your relationship with fear? For me, my relationship with fear is in this moment. It is not being in the moment I thought I'd be at. In this moment, it's that fear. And another thing, what is it that you really want to do? Why? I really want to make money so I can stop being a burden to those around me and fix what I sort of destructed. What risk is it finally time to take? How would you describe your relationship with fear? What is it that you really want to do? I am going to pull cards out from a fellow tarot reader who painted these cards. It's sort of an unspoken rule to never use a deck that is painted on because it could be cursed, hexed, or ritualized. It's also an unspoken rule to not use somebody else's deck. But these cards are, I believe, you know, printed over and over and over again. Bondage, achievements, destruction. In your past, Capricorn, there's bondage tears, unable to escape from what? Only you can know. Your present is an achievement, something you can be really proud of. Your future has destruction. You can either choose destruction and not see your achievements, or you can heal from the pain. Crew and family hits me up. I have services in the description box. Goodbye.